Hello, welcome back to my channel. So, in the last video, we were discussing about uh, the basics of Python and why we are using Python and what is the uses and how it is different from different languages. And also, we were discussing about different data types available in Python. Okay, so just to recap, so the different data types available in Python are numbers, strings, list, dictionary, tuple, and set. Okay. So we also discussed what are these things, what are these data types do. Okay. So when you say numbers, normally, when you say numbers, normally it will hold either integer value or a kind of a decimal value. Okay. So in this video, we'll be talking more on numbers and we'll be seeing how these numbers can be used in Python. Okay. To do some of the basic operations. Okay. So, okay. So numbers. Okay. So as I said, in Python, we have mainly two different number types. One is integer, another one is float. So when I say integer, it's a whole number, whereas decimal, it's a floating numbers. So when I say floating, it will be like 1.2, 3.5, all these numbers. Okay. So when I say integer, it's a whole number like 1, 2, 5, 10, something like this. Okay. So now we'll explore using Python how we can do some basic mathematics using these numbers and also how we are going to declare a variable in Python to use these numbers. Okay. So before we start uh, checking these numbers, so for what we need is we need to have Python installed in our system. Okay, if you're not yet installed or if you are new to this, so you can check the info link added above. So there I have given the link of the video where I have guided how to install Python in Windows 11. Okay, yes. So let's move on. Okay, so once you installed Python, so this is a IDE which comes with the Python. Here, what we can do, we can write some simple programs and check programs or some basic commands and check whether uh, this Python is working or not. And also we'll check how these numbers can be used. Okay. So in every program, normally what we do, like if you are familiar with the C, C++, or Java, as a programmer, the first thing what we do is printing hello world. Okay. So the same thing we'll try here. So in order to print this hello world, we'll just do print hello world. Okay. So I did not close this bracket. Now it's coming. Okay. This is what we did. And also make sure in Python indentation is main thing. Okay. So indentation is the thing but giving us spaces, proper spaces. If you are not giving the proper spaces, it will give error saying like indentation is not matched. Okay. So now we have done with the printing of hello and it is working fine. So now what we do, we'll try to do some of the basics maths. Okay, when I say maths, the addition, okay, and subsection of a number, then multiplication of a number, and also division of some numbers. Okay. So when you see this 4 plus 5, I gave it as a, it is coming it as a 9. So when you say 9, it's an integer number. Okay. So the same thing I did division like 5 by 4. So when I do 5 by 4, I'm getting it as a 1.25. So 1.25 is nothing but a decimal number. Okay. So now this is just a without variables. We try to do some of the maths. It is working. So now what we do, we'll do, we'll assign these numbers to some of the variables and see this behavior. Okay. So what I do, A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 5 Okay. So now what I do? I do a plus b. So when I do a plus b, it's a 5 plus 5 10. 10. So similarly, I do a plus a. See, it is also giving 10. So now what I do? Same thing. I will do subtraction. I do division. Then also I do multiplication. Okay. So now if you see here, right? So now with a variable, we did the same maths functions. Okay. So now instead of getting the output, what we do, we assign this addition of some numbers to some variable. Okay. See, now I assigned c is equal to a plus b. I means 5 plus 5. So when I run individually, it should give 10. Okay. So now as I assigned to some variable, now I'll print the variable value. So it's coming as 10. Okay. So similarly, if I want to see whether whether it is an integer or a decimal, so in Python we already have an inbuilt command like type type of C. So now it is giving class as int. Okay. The basically it is saying the type format is integer. Okay. So now what I do, I'll assume the same thing. A is equal to 6, b is equal to 2. Now I do c is equal to a divided by b. Okay, so now what I do, I'll do the same thing. Type of A, type of C. If you see here, it's giving me a float. Okay, so in Python, as Python is a dynamic language, so here we don't define whether it's an integer or a string. Okay, so normally in different in other languages, we used to write int A. Okay, or used to mention str string a something. Okay, so but here we don't have to define. So as it is a dynamic language, so anytime we can change, or we can assign any value to the variable and check whether it is taking or not. Okay, so if you see here, so we assign a is equal to 6. Basically it is an integer, right? So now what I do, I'm going to assign a is equal to hello. So if I check this type, so it says it's a string. Okay. Similarly, if I assign a is equal to 5 or 6, then if I check for a type, it will say it is a decimal value. Okay. Hope it is clear. Okay. So in the next video, we'll talk about strings and how to, there are different string manipulations we do. Maybe in the next video, we will see that. Thanks for watching this video. And if you like my video, uh, please subscribe and hit a like button. Thank you.